So let's head on up in here, see what's going on, if I can find the entrance. I see you guys on the inside.
This man, I'm going to say this, that his faith is deeply rooted in the Lord. And that is what makes Jay a good guy. So let's give Jay a handshake.
About 3 o'clock, I get a call from this guy. He goes, "Hey, my name's Traveling Tom. I'm a YouTuber, and I specialize in Harleys." And I was like, "Whoa!" I said, "Hold on." I said, "Tom, I'm a Christian. Whatever it is that you want to do, I think God opens doors, and we try to faithfully walk through them. But whatever it is you want to do, I'm in." And Tom answers. He goes, "You know what? I'm a Christian. I got a Christian channel, and I listen to Christian music." He said, "The reason I haven't upgraded my audio is I didn't think it'd really make a big difference." And I think I replied back, I listen to K-Love, I listen to The Message, I listen to the same kind of music, and, a good system sounds great. It doesn't matter what you listen to. But it was just amazing to watch God. Thursday, we talked about a need. We put some feet on it. We're going to put in the work. And by Monday, I got this YouTuber I've not met before, but I'm really glad that I have at this point. We've got a shared love for the Lord, and it's been really good so far. I hope it continues, but I just had to share that God always lines things up, and we just got to be smart enough to listen, slow down enough to listen. I love everything you said here tonight. Thank you all for coming out, and hopefully we can talk some more tomorrow.
Let's give Jay a hand.
So Tall comes in the dealership. I went out there. We didn't even talk about a bike. We just knowing each other.
Yep.
Here we are. I guess we're coming on, about 4 years later?
4 or 5 years, yeah.
4 or 5 years later, and Tall taught me something. We're all the same. We're all the same. We're all in this world together, and none of us are going to get out of it alive. So let's live now. It's the first word I can use. I'm grateful.
Listen, well, let me say this, guys. We already talked to Tony earlier today, but when I first came to Bootlegger Harley Davidson, and I show up with this camera, I'm gonna be honest. Everyone except him, I'm like, "Hey, let me film this motorcycle." They're like, "What's this guy doing? Get him out of here." Pretty much, to be honest with you. So Tony's like, "No, here, we'll pull this bike out. We'll do this bike. We'll do whatever." He would just always cooperate with that sort of stuff. And we'd get out riding together sometimes to make a video. So Tony has always been very supportive on the YouTube channel.
So many people walk in and go, "Tony," and I'm like, "Who's that?" I saw you on Tall's video. So if we don't ever sell a bike from it or sell a one part, his credentials give us so much credit and so much credibility in the motorcycle world because his credentials are above everyone. Hey, Barb, CVO back there, man. Hey, guys, you get a chance to meet him tomorrow, too.
Oh, yeah. So, now this person you guys have seen in my YouTube videos before. And I'm standing there basically like this. And he's talking about oil deposits. He's talking about lifts of cams and springs and why this does all that stuff. And I'm trying to look intelligent, but I'm like, yeah. I will say this to you. The most, not even and I can't even say, he's like a Harley Davidson doctor. He knows so much about Harley Davidson motorcycles, the ins and outs of the motorcycle, how to make your Harley Davidson faster. Not only that, he used to drag race professional. So all the things that you see are on these bikes now, and some of the technology and the little tricks to make these bikes fast, big bore kits and big cams and all that stuff, came from his experience with his staff and his team at Zippers Performance, trying things out on the racetrack, and those things just made the street bikes that much better. But guys, I want to bring Dan Fitzmaurice up here from Zippers Performance. Now, come on up, Dan.
Thank you for a kind introduction. I appreciate that. So we've been around Zippers for 41 years. I actually founded the company with my partner, who was my race team buddy from the neighborhood, when I was 22 years old. And like some of the guys that have spoke here, we're pretty quiet, pretty shy, and how we used to make noise was go to the racetrack, and my objective was to put you on the trailer. Right? So that's how we did it. We didn't do it with talk. But anyway, and I looked right at this man. I could tell you from his integrity, from his authenticity, from how just open and I don't know if the word vulnerable, but you were just really yourself. And I'm just saying to myself the whole time, we're going to skip this Cam. We're going to put a big boy kid on this guy. You couldn't have painted the smile off his face with a 6-inch paintbrush when he came back from that road test. Because he's got skills to ride, and he's got skills to communicate, and he's honest, and he's authentic, and there's just nothing made up. And that's a total match, like some of you guys said, to how we do business. And I just want to tell you, I thank you all very much for being here and supporting him because he's been a fantastic partner and friend.
Thank you, Dan. Everybody get Dan a hand.
Maybe the future Harley rider. What type of Harley you gonna ride when you ride?
Road glide.
That's my man.
Road glide.
All right.
What you gonna ride?
Road glide.
Out the mouth of babes. You know what? I try to teach y'all better than this. Y'all get up here talking about road gliding. Y'all know anyway, so hey, it's all good. It's all good. Because if you ain't gliding, you ain't riding. That's right. Well, can't say that. Can't say that. I got some other brand motorcycles in here. Shout out everybody that rides non-Harley Davidson motorcycle. Raise your hand. Who makes that? The door's that way. I'm just kidding.
All right, good morning again, fellow Poppa-D riders. Coming to you again from Knoxville, Tennessee. Today is the official Run to the Hills 2 ride with Traveling Tall. I'm headed over to the dealership this morning and try to get there a little early. They're gonna have a pancake breakfast for us, and then we'll have a meet and greet. And when after that, after the meet and greet, we will have kickstands up at 12 o'clock. We're going to go for a ride and then try to get back to the dealership this afternoon before 5. And the dealership's going to have ice cream for us this afternoon. A few other things going on this afternoon that we'll check out. And then tonight, Charles got plans for us all to ride together to dinner. Don't know where we're going. He's kind of kept that hush-hush, but we're going to go somewhere local and have a time of fellowship tonight. But today is going to be a great day, man. Yesterday was a preview ride. You saw that in the last video. I know there were over 100 bikes. I didn't count. So I can only imagine what we're going to do today. But dealership's right here on the left. Doesn't take long to get over here. Obviously, I'm staying so close. And we're going to pull up in here, find us a place to park, and get our day started. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tim Marshburn. This channel is Poppa-D Rides. And it's all about long-distance motorcycle touring and all things motorcycle related. Hey man, I ran into a subscriber. What's your name, sir?
Frank. Hang with Poppa-D Ride down here at Traveling Tall. Run to the Hills 2.
That's right. Where you from, Frank?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta,
Georgia.
So do you know Everyday Faye and Land Shark Chronicles?
What's that now?
Do you know Everyday Faye? Land Shark Chronicles?
I do, yes.
You follow their channel?
I do.
They're down there in Atlanta.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
in Locust Grove.
Okay, yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about her.
Yeah, man. Good channel. Make sure you're following Joe Go, too, man.
Joe Go, yeah, I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm on him. Everybody that I meet, I'm a sign.
Come on up to North Carolina, we'll ride.
Oh, I come up to Charlotte all the time.
Oh, I live right outside of Charlotte.
My brother lives up there. I'll be up here on the 4th of July.
Whereabouts?
He lives up around the university area.
Okay. I started my career working out of the university area.
So he lived up there.
Okay. Yeah, well, if you're riding up there, man, let me know, man.
Everywhere I go. My bike, though, I'm riding.
All right. Good to meet you, Frank. Likewise.
All right, man. Appreciate all
Yeah,
the
man.
good.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, I met some subscribers to my channel here. This is John. John, what you riding?
2014 Street Glide Special.
And we're gonna pray for him when you get him on the road glide. But let's check that bike out, man. That's a beautiful bike, man.
Thank you.
What you done to her?
Well, we'll start here. Of course, custom dynamics, windshield light, run, stop, turn.
Yep.
I've got the custom dynamics lights down here.
Yeah, that's full, and then it turns.
Yes.
It's not a halo, right? That's the same thing I have in mind. The Genesis.
It's
Yep. That's the same lights I have in my bike.
and I've got the run, stop, turn fork
Oh, okay.
lights. I installed these. Got these installed right on the way before we went to Key West.
Are those custom dynamics as well?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Everything except for my aux lights are custom dynamic. I got the chromed out Enforcer 1 wheels, Advan black, fairing guard, Advan black lower fairing, Advan black fender, Advan black heat shield. I got a stage 1 kit on it. Advan black 4.5 bags, Advan black tour pack. Of course, when COVID hit, I kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
To where my wife told me no more stuff for the bike. I got my Advan black. You can tell I've got the older style lights because the newer lights are thinner.
Right. Yeah.
And I installed this custom dynamic light on my tour pack, ran the wiring myself. I've got the tab performance baffle.
Zombie baffle? That's
Yep,
what I have in my
zombie
bike. All right, Toby. Tell us about your bike, bud.
So I got a 2019 Street Glide Special, Billiard Blue, 114, of course, all stock. I got slip-ons, CFRs. I got my lowers with the custom dynamics turn signals.
Y'all want to get those for my bike, man.
Yeah, they definitely illuminate.
Yeah.
They need some illumination. Hadn't done too much. I did the bars, saddlebag guard, 60 bar on for my wife whenever she wants to ride every now and again. I got a light kit on it. But other than that, that's about it. Keep the service, keep riding.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Toby, thank you for subscribing to my channel, man.
Yes, sir.
Give me a
Thank
little
you.
sticker there. I don't have much, but I really
did.
appreciate it, man.
This
I
is
really
fine
do,
right
man.
here.
And we have y'all from North Carolina, so
Yeah.
it's a state. We ain't that far from each other, that's for
right.
sure.
'Cause you're out of Charlotte, right?
I'm out of Charlotte, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you're in Winston-Salem.
I'll be there in an hour, you know.
Yeah.
It ain't far at all.
Exactly.
Ain't far at all. Hey, young man, what's your name? Matt? Poppa-D, Tim, man.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Tell us about your bike, man.
2020 Road Glide.
That's what I'm talking about. A road glide. Oh, I'm sorry. You need to talk to these guys, man. We're going to pray for them, okay?
Yeah, we him and all the rest of them. That's all. T Shatil 107.
Absolutely
Custom
beautiful.
Dynamics, signal lights, Advan black, lower fairings, ornaments, mirrors, slip-on Cobras, 107. And that's really about it. I'm still adding some stuff to it. Have a light kit from Southern Bar Baggers out
Okay.
of Fayetteville. They did an awesome job with that. Mid-flame deflectors, Advan black, and I love it.
All right, Mike.
So you didn't want that wing, huh? I want to know why you don't want this wing.
Well, you know what?
I came here
So-
today to convince all you Holly guys
Guys,
that I love the bike, but man, you got the riding top.
this is Mike. He rides a Goldwing. You subscribe to my channel, right, Mike? All right. So he's a subscriber, and he's kind of on a shark nose fairing. You know, the Goldwing has a shark nose fairing. And Mike, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm actually an honorary member of the Goldwing Riders in York County, South Carolina, the Goldwing chapter, right? And a friend of mine is the president of that. So in 2019, they invited me to go to Rolling Thunder with them, right? And I told them they brought me because they needed the thunder. Everybody didn't make no noise. So I was the thunder in the Rolling Thunder with that Goldwing group. And the funny thing was, we're at the hotel, and we're upstairs, and I ride with groups all the time, right? We're up there, and I heard some bikes crank up. I said, oh man, our bikes, they're leaving us, man. We got to go because it's about time for kickstands up. I thought about it. I went, no, that's not our group. They don't make no noise. But I looked at a Gold Wing before I got the Road Glide. I love that bike. I love the Gold Wing, the technology, the power, the torque. It's a great touring motorcycle, but it's not a V-twin, and I miss my V-twin.
No, and that's one of the reasons why I'm almost convinced to go road glide.
You won't regret it. Now you won't be able to twist on the throttle.
But I ain't getting rid of this here now.
You won't be able to twist on the throttle like you can that and get places, you know.
That ain't going nowhere.
The M8 motor puts you a stage 2 torque cam in, and don't mess with making all these higher CCs. Because I think the bigger bore you go, more likely you'll have a failure. So a twin, get the M8. It's 114 now, standard, right? Get the torque cam, get it tuned, get you some good exhaust, and ride the snot out of it, man. Mike, good to meet you.
Brother,
Get your sticker here, buddy.
Glad to meet you.
All right, guys, I'm here with Joe Go, and y'all know I'm a fledgling YouTuber, right? Joe here, man, he's got it down pat. He's got his shirt, and there you go. Scan that QR code right now and go subscribe to this man's channel.
And if you're not subscribed to his channel, make sure you subscribe to his.
We're out here, and he's handing out stickers. He said, hey, man, here, let me hand you that. And he handed the guy a sticker that had his QR code on it. He went, yeah, I got it on my back, too. Yeah, it's like, I'm a rookie, man. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. Pretty cool. All right, let's get back to the ride. All right, guys, we're pulling out. Traveling Talls, Run to the Hills 2, leaving the dealership now. Going through Knoxville here, we're going to be police escorted. So, Run to the Hills 2 with Traveling Tall, man. The actual ride is Saturday. Guys, we had a conflict of interest here. We had our ride going, and there's a police escorted funeral ride on the other side. And I think it's very cool that we did the respectful thing. We stopped our ride to let the funeral go by. And I think it is awesome that we stopped, paid our respects. I didn't have the camera on, but the funeral procession had several motorcycles at the front of the funeral procession. Sorry, I had that shut down because the stereo beside me is so loud I didn't think you'd be able to hear me. So we stopped our ride briefly. It was only a few minutes to show our respect to someone who had passed. And I think that's pretty cool that we honored that person. And it looks like they had motorcyclists at least in their family or their close associates, because there were probably 30 motorcycles in the funeral procession up toward the front. So rest in peace. God bless you and your family. All right. All right, guys, it's been a great ride so far. Been police escorted all the way. We're getting ready to get on the Foothills Parkway. Those guys are working harder to climb the hill than we are. That's the kind of bike I need to be riding. Right back there. All right, guys, Poppa-D here. We made it to an overlook at the, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Poppa-D.
Yeah, Poppa-D.
Brother.
What's your name, man?
Harley D out of Detroit.
Where you from? Out of Detroit? Yeah. Wow, you follow the channel?
Yes, I do.
Awesome, dude.
I'm subscribed.
We'll have to break the hood. I got some on the side.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hope
you guys didn't make this ride. Shame on you. But next year, make sure you make this ride. It's over
That's right.
200 bikes.
It's awesome, awesome. We're having a great day. We pulled in here, and a gentleman dropped his bike, but he's okay. The bike's got a little bit of marks on it, but those engine guards really work. So, yeah, we're having a good day.
Put them on your bike.
That's
and
right.
Practice. Watch Robert Simmons also.
Absolutely, Robert Simmons. That's right. I met some guys from North Carolina, and we're gonna start practicing in North Carolina.
If he was here, he would be like this. You know, this is the situation where you're going slow. You got to make that turn.
But yeah, he's good, man.
Hey,
God is good. Kept you guys protected.
Yeah,
that's Mario. Mario, you got a channel?
Nah, well, I do.
You do and you don't. What is it?
I got about 10 subscribers. I haven't put anything recently on it, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to be consistent.
If you got a Roadstar, man, he can probably hook you up and tell you how to fix it and how to work on it.
Where to find
and
some
get you
parts,
some parts that are like, he calls them unicorns for the Roadstar. So when he gets his channel, man, he'll have to come and make a comment on one of my videos, and we'll get you hooked up with him.
It's 6door74. If you see 6door74 commenting on Poppa's videos, Wood's videos, Rob's videos, Tall videos.
6door.
6door74.
6 DOOR.
6 numerical, and then the door and the 74 is alphabetical, and then the 4 is numerical.
All right.
Mine is easier than that.
You got a channel?
Yep.
What's your channel, man?
Kato J Experience. It's all my experiences and all my life travels and everything I combined into one. I'm not no professional, but I'm working on it.
That's right. Well, I'm a fledgling YouTuber, man, so we're just having a good time doing it, right?
KATO J Experience.
Kato Experience. Check his channel out, guys.
Kato J.
Kato J. Kato J. I was busy running my mouth. About to get left behind. We're leaving here. We're getting ready to go across the really nice part of the Foothills Parkway.
This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rage. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not
Here we go, guys.
tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good
Look at that. Awesome, awesome, awesome view.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today,
Thank you, Leonard.
something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today.
All right, this is my subscriber, Otto. I keep forgetting his name, so I'm putting video so I don't forget it. Where you from, Otto?
Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville, Florida. That's right. Go Gators.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my son, Aaron. He's a big Florida Gators fan.
That's all right.
Poor guy.
Sorry.
Oh.
What's that behind me?
I guess there's some friendly captain. I'm a Vols fan. I'm not from Tennessee, but I've been following the Vols for a long time. So, go Vols.
That's good.
And Sergeant Major right there.
How we all doing?
That is.
That is. I won't remember that. You got a cigar. Maybe some cigar.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you earlier in the leadership. I didn't remember your name, Thaddeus. I'll get it.
It's all good. Every chance I get, I'm smoking.
You ever been up here before?
No, sir. They don't allow trucks up here.
I'm so thankful that I live here and this is in my backyard.
I hear you. I hear you.
Awesome. Pretty cool at that rest stop. I was able to meet Leonard and Traveling Tall's Pops and talked about why I started watching Traveling Tall's channel. So I guess I'll share that here. I didn't video while I was talking to those guys, man. I just enjoyed the moment and talking with them. But the reason I started watching Traveling Tall and actually subscribed to the channel, and I can't remember whether it was 2019, 2018, but it was one of his earlier videos that I was watching. And he and his dad and Leonard had done a trip out to the West Coast. He and his dad had done a trip out to the West Coast with Leonard. And at the moment I was watching it that resonated with me, he was on Route 66, somewhere between Kingman and Williams, Arizona, out in the Seligman, Peaches Spring area. And those guys had went way on ahead, and he was trying to catch up with them. And he was trying to find them, he was looking for them, but he was reminiscing on the trip they had been taking and talking about how special it was to be able to ride the Harley Davidson with his family and have that time with his father. And I've said this on the channel, but if you're new, you may not have ever heard this story. But the reason I do long distance traveling on the motorcycle is because my father took my brother to the Grand Canyon when I was young. And, oh man, look at this view, guys. Is that awesome or what? Oh man, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for a beautiful day. And there's Barbara CVO in the building, taking pictures of everybody as we go by. There's Tupac and Gabriella, Barbara CVO's wife, right there. All right, back to my story, guys, and enjoy the scenery while I'm running my mouth. In 2000, my father had taken my brother to the Grand Canyon, and my brother lived with my father for a period of time, and I lived with my mother. So I never got a chance to do that trip to the Grand Canyon on the motorcycle. My dad got me into riding motorcycles. He bought me my first dirt bike back in the day. He gave me my first street bike as an adult, an old Yamaha shaft driven with a Vetter fairing 750. I called it the Silver Shadow. Anyways, in 2009, I was at a point in my career where I could get back into motorcycling. My wife had me get rid of the motorcycle when we first started having children. And I decided I'd get back into riding a motorcycle, and I bought a small 900cc Vulcan Nomad, or Vulcan, Kawasaki Vulcan 900 from a coworker, and quickly realized that bike was not big enough for my needs. And so I started looking at new bikes, and I didn't have the money to buy a Harley at the time, but I wanted to get something that was capable of riding 2-up and doing a trip to the Grand Canyon. And my youngest son was 13 or 14 when I started this process. And I got it in my mind that I was going to take that child, his name is Zachary, to the Grand Canyon. Well, I wound up getting a Kawasaki Vulcan Nomad, a 2008 Kawasaki Vulcan Nomad. And it was all set up, man. Saddlebags, it had a windshield. It's kind of like Kawasaki's version of a road glide if you're not familiar with the bike. Anyway, I bought the bike. I got some camping gear. I brought my son up to the mountains for a weekend trip up in this area. And we camped for a couple nights, and then we went back home. And while we were on that trip, I said, how would you like to do this for a couple of weeks in the summer? Just you and me on a motorcycle camping. Hey, Dad, that'd be awesome. I said, well, we got to convince your mom that this is a thing we can do. So I started working on my wife and talking to her about it, and she gave us the approval. But as I was planning that trip, a friend of mine had a forum for BTX riders, and one of his guys on the forum had done this 14-day trip that included the Badlands and Mount Rushmore and Yellowstone, the Grand Canyon, all of this cool stuff, and he had named the roads, what he had ridden. So I said, well, we can do that backwards. We can go that direction and come back home after we see the Grand Canyon. So I built that route out, and I had an idea where we were going to stay, but I didn't plan the exact stops. I had never done a long-distance motorcycle trip at that point. I had a battalion chief from Denver Fire Department come and ride with me. His name's Jeff Davis, and he's probably retired by now, but we got to talking about my trip and the plans, and I was excited. And he rode BMW adventure bikes, and he said, man, if you're in the Grand Canyon, he said, man, if you're going to be in Yellowstone, you are a day's drive from Glacier National Park, and if you don't go to Glacier National Park, you will regret it. He showed me some pictures and said, you know, you got to go. So I put Glacier National Park on the map and started planning, and went, well, hey, we're Glacier. We're only 2 states away from the West Coast. So I made the whole trip to go from coast to coast. I took the month of July off. My plan was to be out the whole month. I had planned to do the coast of Louisiana and Huntsville, Alabama, where they built our ambulances at the time, do a tour of the Excellence Ambulance Factory. Well, we did our ride, and so I took my son. It wound up being 22 days. In 2009, we left the 1st of July. Our plan was to be at Mount Rushmore for July 4th to see fireworks. Rain interrupted that. We didn't see the fireworks, but we went to Crazy Horse, which he thought was the coolest thing ever. But he and I spent 22 days on the motorcycle. On that trip, we went through the Badlands, the Black Hills, Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, the Pacific Coast Highway, the Redwood Forest, the Golden Gate area, Point Range National Seashore, Yosemite, Vegas, the Hoover Dam, the Grand Canyon, and then back home. We cut the trip short because my mother-in-law had injured her leg, and my son is a big Mall fan. He was worried about his grandmother, and when we got to the Grand Canyon, he said, Dad, I know you wanted to go to see the Grand Canyon, but once we see that, can we go home? And so I said, yes, son, we can go home, and we'll be back home. But of all the trips I've done on a motorcycle, that's the most precious to me. And, okay, calm down. All the trips I've ever done on a motorcycle, that's the most precious to me. That's a lifelong memory that cannot be duplicated or replaced, so that he and I will always share. And I thank God that I was able to do that with him. And when Tom was talking about his dad, that resonated with me, and so I subscribed to his channel. I regret now that I wasn't able to do that with my older son, and so he and I are planning on doing a father-son trip out to Utah soon. Not on the motorcycle. He doesn't ride a motorcycle, and he's 35 years old. But he and I are going to do a trip out to Utah and rent a Jeep and go see some national parks. I'm blessed that he works for an airline, and so we can get there cheap. I'm blessed through riding motorcycles and having friends on my road glide group that have places I can stay in various areas of this country. And so I have a place to stay when we go out there. We just have to coordinate and get there. And I'm going to be able to have the same or a similar memory with my oldest son that I never got to go. Finally getting the tears are dropping in my eyes, guys, but you know, that's why I love doing long distance motorcycle touring. And that was the first trip I ever did. I've learned a lot of stuff about long distance motorcycle touring since then. I hope to start sharing how to prepare and plan and do these type of trips with you guys better than I've been doing that so far. So far, I basically just posted videos of my trips and my blogs, and I'm learning how to do all this stuff with the cameras it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff, but I love doing it. And I love meeting new people. I'm a social person. If you've been on this ride, if you've met me, I'm not quite as hyper as Wood Jr., but we have very similar personalities that I don't meet a stranger, and I want to talk to everybody, and I get carried away and I lose track of time. But I love God, I love people, I love my family, and I love riding motorcycles. And so this channel made sense for me. I'm having a blast today, making a lot of new friends, making a lot of people that I think we're going to be friends in the future. And so I hope you guys enjoy this content. I'm sorry for such a long-winded story, but that's me. And anyhow, God bless each of you guys. If you like the content you see on my channel, hit the notification bell, click the like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm not good enough about maybe promoting the channel sometimes, and I really didn't start the channel to promote or to grow it, but now that it's growing, I want to grow the channel. It'd be cool to get monetized at some point, but that's not my goal. My goal is to stay genuine and be myself. My goal is to not make this seem like a job or to feel like I have to put out content. I've felt a little guilty the past couple of weeks because it's been almost a week or 2 weeks since I've been able to post content, simply because my back's been hurting. I hadn't felt like sitting at the computer, and so I haven't posted anything. And I felt like maybe I've let my subscribers down. So if you feel that way, I apologize. But every YouTube creator, content creator, big, small, or indifferent, they have a life off of this motorcycle. And you can't neglect your life beyond the motorcycle. You have to take care of your family, you have to take care of your responsibilities and your obligations, and you have to take care of yourself. So that's my advice to anybody that has a channel, that's thinking about starting a channel. It's great, it's a lot of fun. It is cool to have an event like this, man. I don't know that I'll ever be a uber YouTuber, but you know, guys like Robert Simmons that has such a following, and guys like Traveling Tall, Wood Jr. now up over 5,000 subscribers. You know, they really probably didn't plan on their channel growing the way to grow now. And maybe they did, but they are genuine. I've met each of those gentlemen personally, and they are the real deal. You're not going to find finer people anywhere at all. And I met more YouTubers on this that I didn't know before. And every time I go to something like this and I hook up with another YouTuber, I learn something from them that's helping my creative process and helping me learn how to create better content for you. But it takes time to edit videos, and I'm amazed sometimes how quickly, especially with Junior, man, he'll ride today and he'll have that thing edited tomorrow. I'm not that quick on the process, so it takes time, especially the 360 video, to edit it. But I get it edited as quick as I can and I get it posted. So I've been rambling and rambling and rambling, so I'll stop talking. We'll get back to the ride. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys that subscribe to my channel. If you haven't upon my channel, I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around. And we'll catch you guys probably back at the dealership at this point. I'm going to turn the cameras off and just enjoy the ride. All right. See you there. We had a great picnic lunch inside the Smoky Mountain National Park provided by Tall. And then we made our way back to the dealership via the River Road. You guys know that bike, right? Robert Simmons is in the house. We've been talking a little bit when I got off the bike, but yeah, man, had a great ride. Give us some ice cream, whatever else they got for us, and had a great day, man. Been blessed. Been blessed.
They have been a great supporter of the channel. Chrome Works here, Redline Oil was here, Different Performance was here, and Harley Davidson, the motorcycle company, they sent some stuff too, and Bootlegger Harley Davidson. So first of all, let's give a hand clap again for them. Today's food was provided and well prepared by my wife and my family, so a hand clap for
Thank
them.
you, thank you, thank you.
I'll say this, it has been a true blessing to be able to hang out with viewers and subscribers and to just get out and ride and see this beautiful East Tennessee countryside. It has been an awesome time, and I love the way this community is, that you can come here by yourself and still not, you know, you can make friends. You don't have to have a group of people to ride with you. And it's completely awesome that everybody is here. They're all getting along. I'll say this one last thing. When we were at Hardee's yesterday, I looked around as everybody was eating, and for it to have over 100 motorcycles, it was somewhat quiet. People were just talking in a nice, mannerable tone. You had over 100-something Harley riders and a few of those other things. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, you had over 100 Harley riders, and no one left a mess on the table. No one was rude to the workers. Everybody was polite, and everything was house. Now, I said, you know what? Where's the news media? They need to see this.
Absolutely.
So, guys, I'm telling you, Run to the Hills 3 going to be bigger and better. I can't even talk. And we're going to spread out. We're going to make it again. Yesterday we did over 200 miles. Today was a short ride, but Run to the Hills 3. I don't know where we're going, but it's going to be great. So tell all your friends to come back from Run to the Hills 3.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. I want to thank Tall again for inviting everybody up and putting on such a great event. I had an awesome weekend, made a lot of new friends, met some YouTubers I'd never met before, and anytime I do that, I learn something from those guys. But for now, you guys ride safe and be blessed. Poppa-D out. I'll catch you guys in the next video.